This video will show you how to compare two different simulations in the Launch Visualizer. So right now I have one simulation, and this one was done just dual deployment. So now I want to change the conditions. So I'm going to go to Prepare for Launch, and under Flight Events, previously I had the drogue parachute to deploy at apogee. This time I'm going to set it to deploy at maximum engine ejection delay. And what this does is it's going to use the delay charge in the motor to deploy that drogue parachute. So if I go back here, right now we're seeing the ejection delay at 18 seconds. So my hope is that the rocket will ascend and then go over the top, past apogee, start coming down, and then at 18 seconds it will deploy the parachute. So I'm going to go ahead and do the flight profile now and just see what that looks like. Here's the Launch Visualizer, and we're going to go ahead and play the animation. You can see the rocket launched from right here. It's ascending right now, and you see the smoke drifting with the wind. And it's getting pretty close to apogee at this point, but what we want is the rocket to start descending before the parachute comes out. So right now it's kind of spinning around, it's starting to come down, it's kind of tumbling, and at that point it reoriented, so that's where our parachute came out. And that was 18 seconds after motor burnout. So now I want to go ahead and compare that flight to this one that we did previously, where the parachute was ejected exactly at apogee. So what I'm going to do is highlight both of these, and I'll hold down the Shift key to select the other simulation, and then I'm going to come up here to the Launch Visualizer button. Okay, so here I'm in the Launch Visualizer, and we see the rockets on the pad, and there's actually two rockets on the pad. They were both launched from the exact same location at the same orientation, so it only looks like one rocket on the pad. But as the rocket takes off, you'll see that once it hits apogee, that the trajectories will start to deviate. So the rocket's taken off right here. It still looks like there's one rocket. Once we get closer to apogee, that's where we'll see the differences in the two different flights. So we're getting really close to apogee at this point, and so one parachute has already opened, and that rocket has started to descend away. And if you look closely right here, now you see two different trajectories coming down. And at this point, both parachutes have deployed, and the rockets are descending about the same rate. And I'll just speed things up, and then as the rocket gets down low, the main parachute comes out, and the two parachutes have now landed down here at the bottom of the screen. And so that is how you can compare the trajectories of two different flights to see how changes you've made in the setup affect where the rocket goes and where it lands.